Hi everyone, it's Nathan here from Boxfish English. I'm just going to give you a short tutorial to explain some of the problems that maybe you have encountered whilst using our new function, Boxfish Mini Class. Number 1. Remember, when you first enter the classroom, you will be able to see how many students there will be in total in that class. Remember, there's a maximum of 4. However, sometimes there may be less, so don't always wait to see that there are 4 students. You will also be able to see how many students are presently in the class already. Now, one very important point. When you arrive in the classroom, please begin teaching immediately. Do not wait for all of the students to arrive. If the class is supposed to start at 7 PM, for example, then make sure you do start the class at 7 PM. Number 2. I'm sure as you've all seen that we have this new dice function, and in the mini class we use this dice to change student. Please remember that when you're changing between students, you need to make sure that you give all of them an equal time to interact with the teacher during the class. One important thing to remember is that all of the students can hear you and their other classmates when you're interacting. So there is no reason to ask students the same question as you go from screen to screen. Rather, as you progress through the class, make sure that you're asking the students different questions and interacting with them in different ways. Number 3, be patient with the dice. We have noticed that many teachers have encountered problems when rolling the dice and trying to change students. When you want to change a student and you click on the dice and you find that nothing happens, please do not start clicking frantically on the dice. This could cause the system to crash or result in more problems. If you find that you click on the dice and there is no response, then please wait sort of 5 to 10 seconds and see if there is a response. If there is still not a response, then click again. Also, if you click on the dice and then you find that it does change the student, but then that student ends up being the same student as before, then you can try again and it should find a new student. The reason it does this is sometimes if students have a problem with their connection at the time you click the dice, then it will immediately go back to a student that has a good connection. Sometimes you may also find that every time it goes back to the same student. This could be because the other student's connection is really poor, or maybe there actually is only one student in the class. So if you find that after 4 or 5 times of changing student, it keeps going back to the same one, then we suggest you just interact with this student and you can try again a little bit later to see if you can change to another one. Number 4. If you swipe to a new screen and you find that when you arrive there, you can't see any students, or maybe the students cannot hear you or they cannot see you, then this is also likely to be a short-term connection issue. In this situation, simply swipe back to the previous screen and then swipe forwards again. This should fix the problem. And number 5, and most importantly, if you do encounter any of these connection problems or issues with using the dice function or interacting with students in the class, the most important thing is that you still are able to teach the class. So please make sure that you still progress through the lesson, interacting with students that you are able to, and make sure that you finish all of the course material in the allotted time. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks a lot and good luck with teaching mini classes. Bye-bye.